Greetings. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it still doesn't change. Why? I mean, I guess it does. It changes a lot of things. So let's see if I got this straight. So about you're talking about an earth angel. Here, let's get the elephant in the room. You're talking about an earth angel with a halo activation that's glowing with the seal of God. Okay, take the sci-fi with the Watchers watching. That's what you're telling me. You've got a glowing Earth Angel with the Watchers watching. Okay, that's Dr. Manhattan. we're still stuck there. We're still in the time-instructed angel number fortress, protected from. We've got the seal of God on us. Okay, cool. That's Dr. Manhattan any way you look at it. That's the human slider phenomenon. It's the human slider phenomenon with. Well, I mean, we're missing a Commissioner Gordon because confirmation. We're missing a Commissioner Gordon because we can't find any of those that can't be corrupted by the almighty dollar. That's what it is. And I mean, if you look at it in terms of that, if you look at it in those kinds of terms, well, then that's basically the never-ending story of dealing with a system that's doing everything it can to. Thank you for that. Thank you for the threat protection. It's just what it is. I have 24/7 threat protection on the phone. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let's get that elephant out of the room and talk brass tacks, because we don't have a Commissioner Gordon. Every phone I have is red. It's really not, but you can pretend it is. Is what it is. We can always pretend and use our imagination. The kingdom of God is within. Okay, cool. Thank you, Neville Goddard. So, waking up to the wish fulfilled, I like to think about not sleeping with the devil when I use Dolores Cannon's technique. That's basically the same thing, and it works pretty good. But it still doesn't change. It's going to rain. I don't know if you've ever heard that joke, but if you know the punchline, hey, it's going to rain. So if you haven't heard that joke, call me. I'll tell it to you. I can't do it on YouTube. Anyway. Every phone is red. We don't have a Commissioner Gordon that can't be corrupted, because we have to look at it this way. If it is true, like they say, that Frankenstein Island was run by a bunch of lizard men, well, then that's the fluffy luck dragon from the never-ending story. It'll be a never-ending story with these people, and they have a trail. They have a bunch of little bastions that they trailed, riding on the luck dragon. So now we have a luck dragon island, And if you're telling me this morning that they released a sinister storm demon wreaking havoc, doing whatever. And I'm telling you, that would be the Allah missing off of Bama. ALA is a storm demon, and I told you that. You have to pay attention to the signs. We're on the corner of Divine and Half-Wit Redneck Street. Say that shit 10 times real fast. So it's what it is. And I don't care what kind of spell work is backfiring on these people, whatever you girls are talking about, whatever you're talking about. I'm more concerned about you saying that storms are chasing the enemy. Because if you're saying that God has storms chasing the enemy, and the Earth Angel, they don't like the Earth Angel's connection to the Most High through QHHT. They don't like the Earth Angel's connection to the Most High through QHHT. So if they don't like the Earth Angel's connection to the Most High through QHHT, yet storms are chasing the enemy, like you said, storms are chasing the enemy. Well, that makes God nothing. That makes God the nothing from the never-ending story, with fucking a lizard man luck dragon with a couple of trailed bastions on his back running from the nothing. And I can't do anything about that. I would rather be Dr. Manhattan. I'm sorry. I would rather glow like Dr. Manhattan. And in hopes of one day we can wake up with the wish fulfilled. Maybe in one of the 116 countries that Dolores Cannon's in, other than the one that we're in, where, we have no Commissioner Gordon that can't be corrupted. So it's pure corruption. That's why they're deconstructing America. Pure corruption. That's what it is. However, if we did have a Commissioner Gordon, I wouldn't mind being Batman. It's just what it is. I can always be Batman. I can always be Batman. And until then, I'm going to be Dr. Manhattan and let the divine be the nothing that's chasing the karmics, like you say. That's what it is. Works for me. Works for me. When you're talking about them using demon magic, and I mean, it's what it is. I can't sit here and not believe that I Vigo, back in the picture, Vigo. I can't say that they're not chanting and doing demon. I don't do any of that shit. You know, but it is. I can't say that they don't have a book. When I have a book, I have an angel book. It's an angel dictionary. That's what it is. A dictionary of angels. Right? See, I can't. If they have a dictionary of demons, I have a dictionary of angels. Then they have a dictionary of demons, and I can't believe in my dictionary of angels, and not believe that they don't have a dictionary of demons. It's just what it is. However, I mean, I can make any phone red and put this over top of it. Ha! Ta-da! It's red. In reflection. Now, I hear there's a powerful light worker that's reflecting people's karma back to them, and that has to be alarming. That has to be alarming for a lot of people to figure out. However, it is 2,500-year-old information, and I have the manual. I don't want to deal with any more copycat shit with the nothing chasing a luck dragon with a couple bastion of trails on its back. A couple, I'm sure there's a few. Too many readers talking about them feeding babies to the Draconians, and it's just what it is. And I can't believe in Pleiadians and not believe in Draconians. I've hung out with reptilians. It's just what it is. I can't sit here and tell you that I haven't. It's just what it is. And if you don't have a reptilian brain, you're just not a human. And I mean, by working with the brain, I understand how that controls sex, fight, and flight. Cool. That jinn, that whatever witch y'all are talking about, if it's the one I know, the only way I know of a jinn entering the human vessel is through heightened states of rage, heightened states of fear, and when you're in your passion. It's a sex. They're called the Egyptian Devil's Jinn for a reason. DJIN. And when I keep hearing readers say DJ or JD is very important, fucking every time I hear DJ or JD, it's just what it is. It's J without the D is what I think, but it's Jinn. So anyway, I can't do anything about that. I'm not responsible for any of that. I would rather be Dr. Manhattan, knowing that there's no Commissioner Gordons behind me, because they're all corrupted. And that's fine. They can do their corruption. I don't give a shit. While they're being chased by the nothing, if God's brought the storms, like she said. She said, and I like the he said, she said bullshit for entertainment purposes only. I like the he said, she said bullshit for entertainment purposes only. But it's just what it is. I would rather sit in meditation, and say, this is the way it is, this is the way it's always been, and then just continue returning people's karma to them, like the end of Watchers, the end of Watchmen, just sending that energy back out, calling back what belongs to me, and just, like the eve of destruction, just, what are you doing? She's the eve of destruction. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Oh, we did find out one thing today. When you pick up the kitten and it goes, we know that one's going to make it. It will. that one's definitely going to make it. That cat has 29 lives. Let me tell you. For eyes closed, it was wide awake. Let me tell you. Anyway, yeah, expect shit to get a lot weirder. Thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. Thank you for there not being any Commissioner Gordons that can't be corrupted. I appreciate that. Even though I would say that if that is true, if they have released, because it's what it is, you were doing Pisces, do a soul retrieval. Well, yeah, that would be like an Egyptian soul retrieval. And the whole time Pisces would be doing Egyptian soul retrieval techniques with shamanic journeys and stuff. That would be America reminding the entire planet on why Egypt is sand, because it's just what it is. What they put out goes back on them. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about what people put out going back on them. I can't do any. That's a them problem. It goes back on them. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Stranger things have happened though, and it's what it is. If you haven't seen these movies, if you haven't seen the end of Watchmen with Dr. Manhattan, it's just about a glowing guy. And I mean, y'all did have that blue avian transformer energy, and we're going through energetic transformations. It's spiritual shape shifting. It's just what it is. We're constantly upgrading every day. The upgrades have these people shocked, and that's fine. It's shocking that we can't find a Commissioner Gordon who can't be corrupted, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is. There too, again, I mean, they did try to crucify. There's a lot of that persecution of the Earth Angel energy. There's a lot of that persecution of the Earth Angel energy all off in the cards, and that's kind of like the bat signal. That's just like the bat signal. That's like it's not really. It's like a cross, but it's more, let's make it the bat signal, right? That way, it's the bat signal instead of a fucking electric chair. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. And I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to be Dr. Manhattan? It's just what it is. You got the weird guy with the glasses. No, what I said is God exists, and he's an American. Well, if God showed up, then that means God exists. And I mean, a fucking QHHT session will show you that God exists within you. It's kind of, God is everything. Everything vibrates. Everything is consciousness. Everything is alive. Okay, great. Where the fuck do you fit into everything that vibrates, that is consciousness and alive? Are there other dimensions? Absolutely. Are people dimension hopping? Yes, they are. There's classes for that. I'd be careful who I listen to, and a lot of people aren't even ready for that information. That's what it is. And I understand that. And that was the whole thing about being a QHHT practitioner, is we're not here to convert anyone. We're not here to convert anyone. But it's for those that are on the fence that what the fuck is going on? Well, it's just use your own. Don't fucking believe anything anyone says. Your thoughts create your reality. It doesn't matter what you believe, you're right. I incarnated on Earth to learn this lesson. I incarnated to learn this lesson. I came in at this specific time to learn this lesson. I came in at this time to learn this lesson. I came in at this time to learn, well, all the way, and every little notch in between. What is the problem with the QHHT session? Oh, I'm over here and someone did something bad to me. Bloop, you're someone bad. It's that simple. It's that simple. Sweet. My favorite story when it comes to QHHT is Julia Cannon's, Dolores Cannon's daughter. She was a man. She was a man in California, of all places. She was a man in California during the time she was a newspaper editor. And as a newspaper editor, she was fudging the numbers for the sports pages. Now, we all know who would have loved for you to do that. We all know that editor was getting paid by the big guys, by the big. What do we call those? The mob. Yeah, by the mob. She was getting paid by the big guys at the mob. Fucking her and her son, Dolores Cannon's daughter and son, didn't get along at all. He goes off to college, I guess, to get away from her. I mean, Julia's kind of cool. She's pretty cool. Anyway, he probably wasn't. She's no bullshit. That's what I think. If somebody doesn't take any shit, that's cool to me. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, so she's a newspaper editor going to tell this whoever that's bringing the moolah, bring her the moolah in the park, and it comes up behind her, and it was a hit. He gave her a hit. He gave her a hit in the park. It's just what it is. Anyway, so Dolores Cannon's son comes home from college, whatever. However the story goes, you'll have to go ask them. Anyway, Dolores Cannon guinea pigged her kid, so she takes the son down, and he's a hitman for the mob in a park somewhere, going to do a deal for this sports page editor, and then they ended up being brother and sister, that incarnation. So pretty cool. So that's a good. I didn't know if you knew that about Julia Cannon, but yes, that's the story that they tell. So, and then here Dolores is like, what is going on? Can you imagine the shock on Mom's face when she didn't tell him? She let them figure it out. She let them work out their karma together. knowing. And then once they figured it out, she told them. She had it recorded. Bah! Let's do a Stranger Things reading, shall we? Just like, you got to think, until someone can prove me wrong, keep in mind, that's all I want you to do is prove me wrong. Prove to me that a reader didn't say today that God is chasing people with storms. Okay, that's the nothing from the never-ending story. Right? What is it over? Well, hell, a couple days ago, it was over a corrupt group of reptilians being protected by the government over Frankenstein Island. Okay. Hey, don't. No, ma'am. You were being so good. Well, I was? Anyway. You can't admit, that's the nothing chasing a luck dragon. We just lucked out by people actually fucking giving eyewitness account of Epstein shape-shifting into it. It's what it is. And I can't sit here and tell you that lady's full of shit. I've seen reptilian shapeshift. So that's what it is. Billy Corrigan was Smashing Pumpkins, so is he. Forget the fact that it's what it is. With these people being, brave enough to come out and tell their honesty, I started a business for it. I don't want to fucking hear anything from these people. That shit's not true. No. I started a business for the people going through those experiences that you can't even have. You don't even match the frequency to have that channel of an experience. You got to think, what is the difference between all of those that are talking about it and me going out and doing it? There's a huge difference. They talk about all the shit I've done. And that's what it is. And I'm looking for more people that have done this shit because they're making documentaries. That's what it is. My question, though, is how many of them ascended up to a crown activation or an angelic halo? Simple enough. We've obviously got a mission to do. God is chasing the enemy with fucking storms. Is that true? I mean, we're seeing storms all in the news, and I know people don't believe anything unless they see it on the 6 o'clock news. So, and it's what it is. And I mean, these disasters are named after people I know. So it's just what you can't hand someone a natural disaster on a holiday that's got their fucking name on it, unless it's a natural disaster on the holiday with their name on it. That's what it is. You can't do anything about that. Fucking, then you got the paranormal investigators saying, it sounds like Mother Nature's talking to you. Yeah, hell yeah, so's tarot, but they don't listen. We said stop, no, and don't. The light triggers their demons. They rebel at all. They want to win at all costs against the light. Cool. Take the person out of the picture. Oh, they're going against the divine light. They're going against the divine. They're attacking the divine. Cool. Well, how's the divine that we're channeling currently? How is the divine going to react to that? That's what it is. It's not a lopsided channel. No, we got both sides of the brain pulling the energy through. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Have you taken channeling classes? Right? And that's the thing. I thought the whole time, I'm like, okay, so you've got people channeling, but how are they using the positive and the negative side of the brain to activate the light? Let there be light. Oh, that's what it is. And they talk about ascension and clearing out the chakras. Okay, I understand all of that. But for the crown to fit, for the halo to fit, for it to activate, you have to be using both sides of the brain. And even when I do the research on whether Jesus was INFJ or INTP or whatever, it doesn't matter. Both of those personality types use both sides of the brain, so it wouldn't fucking matter. He was able to activate the crown of thorns because he utilized both sides of the brain, equal masculine and feminine. The divine masculine, the divine feminine, the divine energy that flows through the body. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. Master alchemist? I bet he was. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Ask that I be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time. For myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. You got to think. It doesn't matter what Jesus' personality was. Was he a mystic? Because the INFJ is known as the mystic. Was he an alchemist, a healer, a teacher? Cool, I can do all that. Did he possess, that's the first thing they tell you. The very first class in Reiki. The very first class, the history of Reiki, of Mikao Yasui, the legend, the story. Doesn't matter what version of it you get from 600 years ago. He was looking for the healing ability that Jesus possessed. He was looking to unlock the keys to spiritual healing. You got the faith healer. I cast you out in the name of Jesus. What are you doing? You're channeling energy down through your Christ heart consciousness chakra, out through the arms, and you're resetting their third eye like a computer. So that's how we do it. Simple enough. There's classes for that. You don't have to go to the fucking seminary and learn how to convict people to the power of the written word. How to take people and spellbind them, convict them with the power of the written word so that the sheeple will die for the shepherd's convictions. These are 10 commandments. In the Crusades, we broke every one of those 10 commandments. Think about that. Thou shalt not unalive, yet in the name of the Lord we have destroyed more people than anything else. In God we trust, and we use that to pay off the politicians. You gotta forgive them and let them go. Simple enough. Simple enough. They don't like my perception of things, and if you remove the Hollywood fucking foolery and look at it on an energetic soul level, cool. Take all the extra. We don't need all that extra. And you can't tell me that missing people, Hollywood's got some dark secrets. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. They certainly don't want them coming. We don't want our dark secrets coming out. Okay, cool. We see that shit. Seers see through that illusion. We see through that shit. That's what it is. What is the problem? Commissioner Gordon can be corrupted. We need a Commissioner Gordon that can't be corrupted. Thank you, Spirit. It amazes me. Every time I get in trouble, someone lives. Every time I stop, now that I just reflect their karma, oh God, let the bodies hit the floor. They're everywhere. They're flying around in Dexter. Fucking mess. That's why you don't play with black magic, kids. Thank you, Spirit. But love always wins. Yes, Reiki, that's love's intent to help her heal. Shit always wins. Right brain, subconscious mind. Does that mean there's still a power grab? People abusing their authority. Yeah, they always do that. What do you think a war is? Two fashions. Fucking, I can't agree with you. That's what it is. All wars are bankers' wars. Cool. Why do you think the year of the snake is starting at the head so that the body follows? Ooh, the Queen of Strands. She keeps coming out. Why does this Queen of Strands keep coming out with fake lights all over her body? Why does she keep coming out like that? It looks like a Christmas tree, doesn't she? She does. She looks like a Christmas tree. What kind of clout? Oh, and look at that. Yep, she's looking to the left. She is looking at the left-hand path. She is looking at the left-hand path. Why have you forsaken me? I hear they're sacrificing one of their own. I hear God is chasing the enemy down with storms. Cool. That's the nothing from the never-ending story. That's what it is. If you've never seen the never-ending story, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. Go watch it. Go watch a movie. Today's movie day. What are the intentions, Spirit? The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. The 7 of spokes. Tomorrow is the 8. Today, 18, 1-8. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Yesterday it was karma. Today is divine endings and conclusions. 99. Simple enough. 08 karma, 18. Yep, that's what it is. 99 divine endings and conclusions. Double time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here there be monsters. The red flags you ignore are the ones that come back to bite you in the end. Probably the hind end. They probably bite you right back here. Kind of like a cat with its eyes closed. Has 29 lives. It's like when someone pulls a kitten out of a box and its eyes are closed and it's freaking. He's like, yeah, this one's going to make it. Oh yeah, I can tell that one's going to make it over and over and over again. Some strong-willed kitty cat. Strength is upside down. Poor girl. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about a kitten with its eyes closed having more lives than these ladies right now. I hear they were playing with witchcraft and shit going up against the divine light because they're mad at the person and didn't realize they were playing with the light. And that doesn't ever work out. That never works out well for people. It doesn't. Yeah, hell yeah. 10. The 10 scoops. So what it is. You got to close that heart chakra off. Oh, look at that. 10 battery just popped in. Thank you for that. We got 10% battery left, so we better hurry. It's just what it is. 10:10 total completion. How you like that? My notification popped in. I don't know what the timestamp said. You can go back and look at that. But yes, the synchronicities are ramping up nicely. It's just what it is. The Queen of Strands. She was the queen of the moment. Anybody ever figure out? Fucking every time we listen to the older songs, we're shocked now, aren't we? It's just what it is. What a hidden subliminal messages in that. The Queen of Strands in the upright. Nancy Wheeler asks for forgiveness, not permission. And as the Queen of Strands, she's encouraging you to be just as outspoken and bold. Oh, you think she was destiny swapping? Huh, that's what it is. I hear they're terrified. I hear those demons are terrified of my light. Cool. So how many people have been following triggered demons? Car going by. It's just what it is. She is encouraging you to be just as outspoken and bold. She may represent someone in your life who is inspiring you to be your best self, and she may represent a dormant part of your own personality that is ready to be invigorated. Either way, when she brightens up your reading, it's a sign that things are about to start happening for you. So I hear God's chasing the enemy with storms, and the enemy's women and children. I don't know about the children part, but I know they tried to use children, and that's never any good. That's never any good. I mean, does the wrath of God? Did God worry about kids when Camp Mystic got tagged? That's what it is. That's not like graffiti tagged. That's like God tagged. 7 of Spokes. The 7 of Spokes for our intention card. The 7 of Spokes. 7 of Spokes. The wheel in the sky keeps them turning. The 7 of Spokes suggests that your imagination may be getting the better of you, smoothing over flaws in your life because you're so focused on what it could be instead of what it is. This card calls for practicality, logic, and action. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't jump on your skateboard and zoom. And that's the thing. I mean, I understand everybody wants to be the healer. Everybody wants to be the intuitive. But what kind of training do they have? Oh, I'm a natural. I'm an all natural. That's usually the excuse. Okay, and then you hand them something. Oh, battery's running low. Here there be monsters. The 7 of dice. You know what? I think we just may end it right there. It's just what it is. We've already done 30 minutes. I don't feel like finishing the rest of the reading. I just don't. I just don't. Got to charge the phone. Here there be monsters. We can leave it there. The nothing is coming. The nothing is coming. It says it's right here. See, it says, here there be monsters. And they told you, the red flags you ignore are the ones that come back to bite you in the end. It's what it is. And it's what it is. I mean, here there be monsters. Strength is upside down. She has no strength left. It's just what it is. And then there's the 10 of scoops. It's just, we're just closed off to all that. We're letting the nothing handle it. We're letting the divine handle it all. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the nothing chasing a luck dragon island of weirdos with Bastion of trails on their back. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. She said there will be no peace until there's justice. And it's just what it is. They just wanted to let the cards fall where they may, and they can't believe it's playing out the way it is. So we'll just keep them in disbelief. It works best for me. Namaste.